One professor says the City University of New York is courting anti-Semitism and potential violence by allowing a controversial student to speak at this year's commencement ceremony. Take a listen.
That as Israel continues to indiscriminately rain bullets and bombs on worshipers, murdering the old, the young, attacking even funerals and graveyards, as it encourages lynch mobs to target Palestinian homes and businesses, as it imprisons its children, as it continues its project of settler colonialism, expelling Palestinians from their homes.
She also called on her classmates and others to use their rage to fight against capitalism, racism, imperialism, and Zionism around the world. Get this, she was selected by her fellow students to speak.
Wow. Well, the New York Post is reporting CUNY's inaugural class of 1986 is outraged by Fatima's speech, demanding the school be stripped of billions of dollars. Let's bring in our panel, policy analyst and member of Project 21, Donna Jackson. Also here to discuss, political analyst Mark Halperin. Welcome to you both. Thanks for joining us today. And we also have Dennis Neal, our special guest throughout the show, who is the host of What's Bugging Me podcast and media strategist. Good morning to everyone. So, Donna, I'd like to start with you. Is this really how the students feel about Israel and the United States?
Well, you know what? It's almost a criteria to be woke, to be anti-Israel. And so this is basically this is why we have so much anti-Semitism. The left always projects this. But listen, it's coming from the tone at the top. Our leadership says that anytime somebody opposes you, we should call for violence. The bite is not just Israel, but it's also anti-Christian, anti-biological woman. And so these students knew what they were going to get, because this is how the woke operates. She'll be the next AOC, and don't be surprised by it.
And Mark, what are your thoughts on this?
Look, I think this is an instance where we need to look at the fact that the glass is actually probably 90% full. There's extraordinary bipartisan support for America's alliance with Israel. You see people on the far right, the far left, and deeply in the center who believe that. And for those in America who exercise their First Amendment rights to say less positive things about Israel, they're still in a distinct minority.
Dennis, here's more of her speech.
I chose CUNY School of Law for its articulated mission to be law in the service of human needs. One of very few legal institutions created to recognize that the law is a manifestation of white supremacy that continues to oppress and suppress people in this nation and around the world.
Even New York City Mayor Eric Adams slammed the speech, saying we cannot allow words of negativity and divisiveness to be the only ones our students hear. Dennis, what's your reaction?
Well, here's the thing, Tom. I mean, you talk about hate speech. Universities, are so afraid of hate speech, and they want safe spaces. And then they bring on a student speaker to come on and spew this ridiculous argument. When did capitalism become public enemy #1 in the world? I mean, more important and more evil than racism, imperialism, and Zionism. And it shows you that the real agenda of academia, of the liberal movement, of progressives, the real agenda is communism. Capitalism has done more to save lives and bring 1 billion people out of poverty faster than any other force in the world history. And this young, spoiled brat is up there trashing capitalism and everything else. It's just virtue signaling. It's just trying to win the approval of others. I think this young person is really misguided, right? It's just that it's not her fault. This is what university has been teaching to these kids for 20 years, and we are seeing the outcome of it. It's stupid speeches like this one, guys.
Well, it's also concerning that they're going younger and younger with a lot of this propaganda and rhetoric. Mark, the Jewish Community Relations Council, they had this to say. We strongly encourage CUNY to revise its guidelines surrounding commencement speeches. Your reaction, Mark?
We've had some brave university presidents, college presidents in the last 10 years who have defended First Amendment rights, not just for the left, but for the right. We've had brave university presidents and college presidents who have denounced hate speech from the left. But those are the exceptions. For the most part, universities and colleges are still a place where the far left can exercise a veto over the speech of the right and has a monopoly over the capacity to engage in hate speech.
Well, Donna Jackson and Mark Halperin, we want to thank you today for joining us on this Sunday. We appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having